Hi, I'm Larry Dillenbeck, and I'm here at Journeys, a Center for Your Soul in Salem, Oregon. And I'm here with Lisa Solterbeck this morning, who is one of the owners of Journeys and also one of the therapists here. So tell me a little bit about your background. What brought you to this work?
Well, I have a master's in social work and had worked for hospice for quite a while and done a lot of grief and loss work in the schools and just kind of a wide range. I worked at Marion County Juvenile Department. I worked at Children's Mental Health. And through all of that experience, I kind of started to find my way into spirituality. And as I started to get more training and skills in that area, I really found something woke up in me.
Mm.
And as that progressed, I started to dream of a kind of a holistic healing center.
Mm.
And with that, doors started to open and more awakening and more healing came into my life and kind of brought me down this path of realizing I want to help others do the same as I did in my own journey.
When you do your therapeutic sessions, what's your focus? What is your outcome in working with people?
I'm I'm different than a lot of therapists. I really go for the root issue and whatever's going on in the client. So I'm kind of the therapist that people want to go to when they're really ready to get to the core of what it is, rather than just trying to maybe find things in their lives that they can just kind of move out of the way or adapt so that they can find peace quickly. I'm kind of the one that they do the deep root work where we wrestle through the hard stuff to get to what it is that's not serving them.
Mm.
So I use a lot of traditional therapies such as, adjustment disorders and working at how people have attachments, and grief and loss issues and how they don't know how to process their emotions and different things like that, family of origin theory. But really I'm looking more for where are they not allowing love in their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm guiding them back to ways to get that love back in those places. And a lot of times it's just from teachings from their childhood or from not knowing how to handle something in a certain way, so they made adaptions. So I'm guiding them back to really getting congruent in their life.
What are some of the common issues that people walk in the door with?
I do a lot of life transitions. So that can be from grief and loss. I obviously have quite a background in specializing in that. It can be relationship issues. It can be not being able to find their purpose, trying to self-evolve and wanting to look at what the barriers are. So it's quite a wide range. Wanting to shift to get a better job, wanting to feel more, wanting to look at why they can't get the connections they're longing for. So I really go in and kind of just tweak the areas where they're not getting what they want. I'm helping them find what it is that they want and align their whole lives in that direction so that it becomes a more smooth transition.
If I were coming to you for a session, what would I expect to experience in a session with you?
Hopefully you'd feel that you get to just be you. The one thing that I never felt right about with grad school and all the different things is I felt they really taught us to look at folks like that they're kind of broken or that there's
Mm-hmm.
something not right with them and those kind of things. And what I really want to do is be transparent to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you will find that I'm usually in jeans and kind of kicking back and just relaxing with you. And I'm going to be really open-hearted and vulnerable with you and sit in that place so that it's comfortable for you to do that.
Mm.
So it's easy. It's coming in and sitting with a friend in a sense with not needing to hear the other person's problems. Just getting to really connect at the heart level, and then I'll guide you into things that I see and help explore who you are and walk you through that process.
Are there any risks or challenges to the work that you do that it would be important for people to know?
I think the things that we always need to consider, there's possible emotional changes and life changes that come from emotional shifts in our lives. And I think making the commitment to go to therapy or do intuitive work or whatever that might be, it's risky because your life can adapt. But I think that's a good thing. A lot of people are afraid of change, and so that I think is one of the areas that can be difficult. I really try to honor, I'm very empathic, and so I can feel what's going on in people. And so I really try to listen for if something doesn't feel right or the adjustment will be too big. We talk about that and then we get honest with it, because ultimately if we can get to truth, it'll always be okay. So I guide people back to truth and decide if that change is going to serve them or not. And we explore that before we ever would make any big changes in their lives.
Right. You know, Lisa, that's one of the things that I think you're well known for, is that you have a certain special gift or skills, or a combination of gifts and skills that allow you to be really effective with people. Mm. Can you tell me a little bit more about your experience with that?
Yeah. I'm very empathic, so I can feel things in my body. Like I can feel it the minute somebody walks in the room. They might see me turn to them and say, "Oh, your stomach's upset," or I notice things in my body. That's my strongest sense. I'm also really intuitive, and I have some clairaudio abilities. So don't worry, I don't hear everybody's thoughts. But what I do hear is the patterns that people have that they're holding pain in. And ultimately, my goal is to release that pain so that they can move forward more freely. And so with those gifts and my ability with psychology, hypnotherapy, and neuro-linguistic patterning, I have kind of a unique ability to hear what isn't working and to guide them back to what is.
Is there a central message or realization that you would hope that your clients would walk away with after working with you?
Yeah, I want everybody to be authentic. I want them to find who they are and know that all of them is loved, and that there is nothing in this world that can't be seen or heard, and that it's safe to be true to themselves.
Is there anything else that you think it would be useful or important for people to know about you and your work?
I think ultimately I want them to know that they can believe in me, that I'm there for them, and that I'm doing the same work that they are, and that I don't want to be in a position of power in any way. I want to be an equal. So I ask that my clients know that I'm human as they are, and be proud to walk the path with somebody else who's doing the same work.
So what's next for you on your path, your journey, looking forward?
I think we're really starting to move in a forward direction on more bigger events, public speaking events. I'm writing a book on balance right now. We're creating a deck of cards for more spiritual growth and awakening, doing a lot more travel, really helping people go beyond their comfort zones and move in different directions where I think traditional therapy hasn't taken people, but our world, I really believe, is ready for a new way. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of stepping into that. We're doing a youth group now and doing some different things at Journeys to touch a lot of different lives in a lot of different ways. And so we're excited about that as well.
So now I know you've developed a method or a model you call Essence Illumination. Mm-hmm. And would you explain a little bit about what that is?
The basic idea of Essence Illumination is we look at the individual as being whole and complete, and that there's barriers that blocks them from feeling their wholeness. And so we teach techniques either through cognitive processing, through emotional processing, or even physical processing and movement and different things to awaken and elicit who they are and move them back to evolutionary process where we're evolutionary beings moving forward in life. And I think a lot of us have been living lives where we hold ourselves back, where we create illusions in our mind that we can't be who we want to be, or that we're a victim. And we really want to move people beyond that place to stand in truth and integrity, personal integrity, to be true to ourselves, and to know that we all have a purpose here in life, and we're supposed to get on that mission. And so Essence Illumination is using a lot of different techniques to guide us back to that place.
Well, thank you so much. I know for myself, I'm very glad that you're here and that Journeys is here and that this amazing resource is available to people. So thank you for helping us know what you do.
Thank you, Larry.